Millions of Americans are closely watching what is next on Capitol Hill and if that much-needed relief is on the way and when. News Nation correspondent Joe Khalil is live in Washington, D.C. for us tonight with the very latest on talks and bringing a deal together. Joe.
Yeah, and we wanted to clear up some confusion here because thought experiment, if the pandemic did not exist and the government was not spending $900 billion on a relief bill, they would still likely be spending the $1.7 trillion on the government spending bill. So I want to clear up some confusion there because there are two very separate things. And there seems to be a thought that money that maybe go towards Pakistan in foreign aid is actually making your stimulus check smaller. And there's some frustration about that. We even heard it in Brian's package. That's not necessarily the case here.
$85.5 million for assistance to Cambodia, $134 million to Burma, $1.3 billion for Egypt.
President Trump called on Congress to amend its $2.3 trillion government spending and COVID relief package, partly because he says too much money is sent overseas.
It's called the COVID relief bill, but it has almost nothing to do with COVID.
The larger package is actually in two parts. One part, COVID relief, doesn't send any money overseas. Rather, Congress approved $900 billion for things like stimulus checks, unemployment, schools, and vaccines. The second part, $1.4 trillion piece to fund the government, does include some overseas aid money. It doesn't, however, take funding away from COVID relief.
Foreign aid is about 1%, a little over 1% of the federal budget.
Steve Ellis is president of Taxpayers for Common Sense. He says every year, as Congress writes the nation's spending bill, lawmakers add unrelated things to it. Money for a museum here, a tax break for some industry there. Ellis invoked an often used metaphor. It's a Christmas tree bill, to which Congress keeps adding ornaments. And this year?
It is one of the biggest Christmas trees I've seen, but it's not because of the foreign aid that's in here. It is a question of that this is the last train leaving the Capitol Hill station, and there are a lot of cabooses that have been added onto this.
And because Congress didn't have much time left with a government shutdown looming, congressional leaders packaged the COVID relief bill and the larger spending bill into one, voting on them together.
We get presented with this, if you will, on the eve of the end of the year, with the government poised to shut down if we don't pass it. So it is a process which is really broken.
Senator Mitt Romney is one of many lawmakers who says the situation isn't ideal. The bill itself was too large for members of Congress to actually read before being asked to vote on it.
We spent the day digging through a 5,600-page bill, trying to find out what's in it. We broke it up into hundreds of pages of chunks.
Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez tweeted, quote, "This is why Congress needs time to actually read this package before voting on it. Members of Congress have not read this bill. It's over 5,000 pages. Arrived 2 p.m. today, and we're told to expect a vote on it in 2 hours. This isn't governance, it's hostage-taking." The large spending bill has critics on both sides of the aisle. It does not, however, take money away from COVID relief. As we know, the president sort of threw a wrench in things yesterday when he said he wanted stimulus checks to be higher. Congress is going to be making moves on that later this week.